Have you ever been thrust into a world so gripping, so mysterious, that you can't help but wonder if it's real? Imagine being in the middle of an unknown journey, where every step could be your last, and every decision feels like a gamble. In What If, from the moment you begin, you realize that this isn't just another game. It's an experience that grips you from the very first second and doesn't let go. Clair Obscure, Expedition 33. Isn't just a game, it's a relentless test of will, survival, and truth. Picture this, a world where every year someone dies, marked by the ominous strokes of the Paintress's brush. But this isn't the typical life or death struggle, no. This is a battle against time itself. With each passing year, the victims grow younger, the countdown to death speeding up, and the stakes climbing higher. The mission? To stop her. But how do you fight something as unexplainable, as inevitable as death itself? As you embark on this dark, twisted journey, you find yourself immersed in a world that feels both dangerously beautiful and painfully isolating. Gustav, one of the last survivors, drifts through a sea of corpses, each step heavy with the weight of loss. His resolve is shattered, his spirit broken. But the faintest glimmer of hope shines through when an unexpected clue leads to the faint possibility that one of his teammates might still be alive. In that moment, you're not just playing, you're living the struggle. The internal battle is as real as the monsters lurking outside. Do you continue the mission, or do you walk away from the never-ending cycle of death? The line between what's real and what's not is blurry, and every corner hides a secret that could either save or destroy you. This isn't just a game, it's a test of human endurance, of hope against the odds, and it will make you question not only the fate of the characters, but your own. Clair Obscure. Expedition 33 will leave you on the edge of your seat, wondering if you're ready to face the darkness that awaits in the world of Clair Obscure Expedition 33. Sawum. Death isn't a random event. It's methodical, purposeful, and most terrifyingly, predetermined. The Paintress, an elusive and enigmatic entity, holds the power of life and death in her hands, not through violence or disease, but through a singular, haunting act. Each year she paints a number in the sky, and when that number appears, the people of that age die, vanishing into the ether without a trace, their existence wiped away in an instant. But here's the part that chills to the bone. The countdown is speeding up. The victims grow younger with each passing year. The elderly have already fallen. Now it's the children. The future of Lumiere, the last bastion of hope, is fading. Its people powerless to stop the relentless march of time. The fear that hangs over the land isn't just about dying. It's about what comes after. There are no more years left. This is where our story begins. A group of volunteers, each with only 1 year to live, embarks on an impossible mission. The fate of their entire world rests in their hands. Their task? To journey across the sea to an uncharted continent and confront the Paintress herself. Their goal is clear: to kill the very entity that holds the power to end life as they know it, before she can paint another number and claim another soul. The stakes couldn't be higher. But as we follow this ragtag group of survivors, it becomes clear that the true battle isn't just against the Paintress. It's a battle against fate itself, against the grim reality that their very existence is a fleeting moment in time, destined to end sooner rather than later. Each member of the team knows their mission might be their last. Every step they take could be the final one. Every decision could lead to their demise. What makes this journey even more desperate is that they aren't just battling a physical entity. They're up against a force of nature, an inevitability that no one can escape. Will they succeed in their mission, or will they be just another footnote in the Paintress's long history of destruction? And even if they manage to defeat her, what kind of world will they return to? The path ahead is as uncertain as their, leaving only one question: what will they sacrifice to save what little is left? The journey ahead is nothing short of perilous, but the expedition's crew is no stranger to danger. Among them stands Gustav, a man broken by his past, his heart weighed down by memories of fallen comrades. As one of the last survivors of the previous expeditions, he's seen the horrors that await beyond the horizon. And the ghosts of those who didn't make it are never far behind. Each step he takes is heavy with the burden of loss, and though his body continues to move forward, his spirit has long since been shattered. The mission that once offered hope now feels like a doomed walk to oblivion. Yet, despite the darkness that clouds Gustav's mind, there is Lunai, a survivor with a spark of hope that refuses to die. Lunai hasn't experienced the same level of trauma as Gustav, and it shows in her determination. While Gustav has closed himself off, resigned to the idea that death is inevitable, Lunai remains the voice of reason, the one who believes that somehow they can still succeed. Her faith in their mission runs deep, and her strength pulls her forward, even when the weight of the world seems too heavy to bear. But the bond between them is not without its fractures. Their relationship is one of mutual understanding, but also of tension. Gustav's cynicism and Lunai's unwavering optimism often clash, creating a rift that is hard to ignore. As they travel through the wreckage of previous expeditions, their emotional struggle grows harder to mask. Lunai pushes forward with hope, while Gustav drags behind, unable to shake the doubt that gnaws at him. Their differing outlooks on life and death and the mission threaten to tear them apart. But in a strange way, they need each other. Without Lunai's belief, Gustav may have given up long ago. Without Gustav's harsh realism, Lunai may be lost to the same idealism that's doomed so many before her. The tension between them builds with each passing day. Every challenge they face on this journey becomes not only a test of survival, but a test of their fragile partnership. Can these two seemingly opposites work together to face the Paintress? Or will their emotional scars prevent them from reaching their goal? Their story is one of survival, but also of human connection. And as the dangers of the world close in, it's unclear whether their bond will help them endure, or if it will ultimately be their undoing. Gustav and Lunai are more than just survivors. They are two souls, torn apart by their pasts, each carrying a unique weight that shapes how they approach their mission. Gustav, once a proud leader, is now a man haunted by the loss of his comrades. Each memory of those he couldn't save cuts deeper than the last. The expedition has become more than just a mission for him. It's a way to end the relentless pain, a way to put his grief to rest. He's tired of fighting, tired of losing, tired of feeling like he's walking a path that only leads to destruction. For Gustav, this mission isn't about saving the world. It's about finding closure, even if that closure means walking into the arms of death. But just when Gustav has all but given up on the idea of survival, a message arrives. A glimmer of hope. Mael, a member from a previous expedition, might still be alive. This potential spark of hope forces Gustav to confront the one thing he's tried to suppress. The possibility that there is still something worth fighting for. Does he risk everything, risking his own life and the lives of others, to search for Mael? Or does he bury his hope once more and continue down the path of inevitable doom? His inner conflict is palpable, and it's clear that Gustav isn't just battling external enemies, he's battling himself. Then there's Lunai. Where Gustav is broken, Lunai is resolute. But her certainty isn't born of optimism alone. It's tempered with a cold, pragmatic understanding of the world around her. She knows the stakes, and she knows that hope can often lead to reckless decisions. When the news about Mael surfaces, Lunai doesn't see it as a beacon of hope. She sees it as a trap, a distraction that could cost them all their lives. Her fear isn't of death, it's of losing more. Losing Gustav, losing what's left of their fragile mission, losing herself. Her fear of another failed expedition, another lost comrade, pushes her to be cautious when every part of her screams to turn back. Their constant clash, their push and pull speaks to a deeper, shared truth. They are both running from something. Gustav from his grief, Lunai from the possibility of failure. But their mutual belief in the mission, in the necessity of what they're doing, keeps them moving forward, even when every instinct tells them to stop. Together, they may just find redemption, but alone, they are more likely to spiral into the very despair they've fought so hard to avoid. In their journey, Gustav and Lunai are not just heroes. They are reflections of our own struggles, fears, and hopes. They remind us that even the most broken, the most flawed, can find purpose in the midst of overwhelming darkness. And perhaps in the end, that's what makes them truly heroic. The world of Clair Obscure, Expedition 33, is nothing short of breathtaking. It's a land steeped in mystery, where every environment feels like it's been carefully crafted by an artist's hand. Each scene, each landscape, is an invitation to explore, to lose yourself in its beauty. From the towering, majestic indigo tree that stands like a guardian of the world, to the deep, secretive waters where forgotten secrets lie waiting to be uncovered, every inch of the terrain pulses with life. It's a world where nature thrives, in vibrant detail, where the beauty of the land is both captivating and haunting. Yet, amid this breathtaking scenery, there's an ever-present tension. The allure of exploration pulls you deeper into the unknown, yet you're constantly aware of the danger lurking just beyond the horizon. Every new area, every corner you turn, may reveal a new hidden grapple point, a dangerous boss, or a twisting path that challenges not just your physical skills, but your mental resolve. The world isn't just a place to traverse. It's a character in itself, a world that constantly tests you. It invites you to marvel at its wonders, yet it doesn't let you forget that danger is never far behind. The environments themselves can tell a story, speaking volumes about the world's past. Ancient ruins tucked away in dense forests, crumbling temples submerged underwater, and desolate landscapes scarred by time. These places hold more than just visual appeal. They hold history, mystery, and the promise of hidden treasures. Some areas seem untouched by time, with their peaceful beauty lulling you into a false sense of security, only to be shattered when you stumble upon a hidden cave or a seemingly innocent path that leads to an unexpected fight for survival. As you journey through the world, you'll find yourself stopping to take in the scenery, to examine the intricacies of the world's design. The flowing rivers, the towering cliffs, the weathered statues, all serve as clues to a deeper narrative. This isn't just a world for you to rush through. It's a world that wants to be discovered, piece by piece. But remember, it's not all beauty. With every hidden secret, there's a challenge waiting to be faced. And as you venture deeper into Clair Obscure, Expedition 33, you'll learn that the world is both a place of breathtaking wonder and deadly danger, a perfect reflection of the journey you're about to undertake. In Clair Obscure, Expedition 33 Muin, combat is far more than a simple exchange of blows. It's a complex dance of strategy, precision, and timing. A battle of minds as much as it is of strength. The game pushes you to think ahead, carefully planning each move and considering the potential consequences of every action. This isn't just about reacting to what's in front of you. It's about being a step ahead, predicting your enemy's moves and maximizing your character's abilities. Each member of your team plays a critical role, bringing a unique set of skills to the table. Gustav, the hardened veteran, isn't just a tank. His abilities are built around a carefully controlled overcharge mechanic. He can stack overcharge to unleash devastating attacks, turning the tide of battle in an instant. But managing his overcharge is a tightrope walk. Use too much too early, and you risk being left vulnerable, with no resources for the next fight. His power comes at a cost, and finding the right balance between aggression and caution is key to making him an unstoppable force. Then there's Lunai, the more measured and strategic member of the team. Her strengths lie in her elemental magic, powerful spells that can turn the battlefield in her favor. Lunai's real strength, however, lies in her ability to supercharge her spells, creating an environment where her attacks do more than just damage. They affect the very fabric of combat. Whether she's summoning lightning to strike multiple enemies, or turning the ground beneath them into a quagmire, Lunai's ability to manipulate the battlefield adds a whole new layer of tactical depth. And then there's Mael, perhaps the most versatile of all. Once you rescue her, she becomes a force to be reckoned with. Mael has the ability to switch between 3 different combat stances, each of which grants buffs to attack, defense, or AP generation? Do you need to focus on quick, relentless offense? Switch to a stance that boosts attack. Is the battle getting harder and you need to hold your ground? Mayle's defensive stance gives her the resilience to take hits and keep fighting. With E, each stance offering a unique advantage, it's up to you to decide how best to deploy her in each fight. But it's not just about having a diverse range of attacks. The true challenge lies in how you manage your team's abilities. Clair Obscure, Expedition. 33. Isn't a game where you can simply spam attacks and hope for the best. Every move counts, and the game forces you to carefully plan your actions. Do you spend your precious AP on a big attack, or do you save it for a critical heal? Do you take the risk of parrying an enemy's strike to set up a devastating counterattack, or do you dodge and play it safe? Combat is all about managing resources, whether it's your AP, your team's health, or their positioning on the battlefield. And it's not just the immediate fight you need to think about. You have to plan for what's coming next. Will you take a risk now for a possible greater reward, or will you play it safe and wait for the right moment to strike? The depth of the combat system is one of the game's most exciting features. Every battle is a test of your strategic thinking, your ability to adapt, and your understanding of the mechanics. It's not just about winning fights, it's about surviving and thriving in a world that throws endless challenges your way. Every decision is meaningful, and every fight is a new puzzle to solve. Will you emerge victorious, or will the weight of your decisions be your downfall? Only time will tell. As you journey deeper into Clair Obscure, Expedition. 33. Chill. The surface of the world is just the beginning. Beneath its breathtaking landscapes and intense battles lies an enigma that will haunt you long after each fight. The central mystery, the one that drives everything forward, is the Paintress. Who is she? What is her purpose? And why does she have the power to shape life and death with a simple stroke of her brush? The Paintress is no ordinary villain. She is a force of nature, a spectral being whose actions ripple through the world in ways no one fully understands. Each year she paints a new number in the sky, and with it, another person of that age vanishes, leaving only dust behind. The true horror is not just in the act itself, but in the growing desperation of the world around her. As the years go by, the countdown accelerates. The young die, and the people of Lumiere are running out of time. But what happens when the number reaches its final countdown? What will be the consequence for those who remain? These questions are not answered easily. In Clair Obscure. Expedition 33 Yoi. The game trusts you to discover the truth yourself. You won't be spoon-fed information or handed answers on a silver platter. Instead, you'll be piecing together the fragments of the mystery from journals, hidden messages, and cryptic clues left behind by previous expeditions. Each discovery raises new questions, pulling you deeper into the web of intrigue. Who was the first to cross paths with the Paintress? What drove her to wield such power over life and death? The narrative doesn't hold your hand. It keeps you on edge, constantly asking, what is the Paintress's ultimate goal? Why is she doing this? The deeper you go, the more you realize that the answers you seek are not just about the Paintress herself, but about the very nature of life, death, and sacrifice. As you move closer to the truth, you'll uncover a story more intricate and layered than you could have imagined. A truth that will leave you questioning everything. Clair Obscure, Expedition. 33's isn't just a game, it's an unforgettable journey that will push you to your limits, both as a player and as an emotional participant in the story. With its stunning visuals, intricate combat system, and an ever-deepening mystery, this game promises to immerse you in a world where every choice matters and every moment counts. As you follow Gustav, Lunai, and Mile on their perilous mission, you'll face obstacles that challenge not just your skills, but your very sense of hope. What will you uncover about the elusive Paintress? Can you survive the darkness that looms over Lumiere, or will it claim you too? As you venture further into this world of secrets, betrayals, and sacrifice, one thing becomes clear. Clair Obscure, Expedition 33 is more than just a game. It's a test of survival, of hope, and of your ability to hold on to what makes you human in the face of impossible odds. Are you ready to step into the unknown? The journey awaits, and every decision you make will shape your fate. Will you take the plunge into the heart of the mystery, or will you let the shadows claim the light? Only you can decide. Don't wait. Dare to uncover the truth and experience Clair Obscure, Expedition 33 shoot for yourself. The adventure of a lifetime is just a click away. As you stand on the precipice of this dark, twisted world, one question lingers. Will you rise above the chaos, or will the darkness claim you too? Clair Obscure, Expedition 33 is not just a game, it's an emotional roller coaster that will push you to the edge, challenge everything you thought you knew, and force you to make choices that could change everything. You followed the journey, experienced the peril, and felt the weight of their decisions. Now the question is, what will you do when faced with your own test of survival and hope? This isn't just about victory, it's about what you're willing to sacrifice to hold on to the light. Clair Obscure, Expedition 33 will leave you questioning not only the fate of its characters, but your own. Are you ready to face the ultimate challenge? The world awaits, and the journey is far from over.
or those who come after.
Gustav, wait! It seems peaceful. As long as we don't touch the flowers.
Yeah, let's not get too sentimental. It's still a Paintress creation. Putain! Damn, Maya, what was that?
It felt familiar somehow.
Gustav, we won't understand what's going on if we kill everything that moves.
Look, a red tree. The gestural village must be ahead.
You know what Neverons are capable of.
She'll be fine.